Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Luke Monster, and today we actually did just get in our Imperial clone shock troopers from the Bad Batch, and I'm super happy because this figure is amazing. We should already have a review out on the channel by the time this video is coming out, so go check that out. It'll be pinned in the card right now, but that's not the purpose of this video. I actually got two of these guys, and that's because it has a Pauldron, and I absolutely love the look with the Pauldron, but I'm going to take it off. So this is the one we're going to keep the Pauldron on. Let's go ahead and get this one open and take off the Pauldron. So there's going to be a few things we need to do that. You're going to need a cup of cold water. Doesn't have to be a cup, could be a little Tupperware container, whatever you want. Anything that will hold cold water. And then you also need a blow dryer. And then any excess glue on the figure you could heat up and then use a knife or a razor to get off. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get this guy open to start off with. So pretty simple, a few pieces of tape. There we go, pretty simple. We don't really need the bubble or anything. And I don't plan on taking the weapons out, because right now we are just taking off the Pauldron, so we don't need the weapons yet. Get him to stand up here pretty nice. Let's get this box out of the way. Alrighty, so the first thing that we're going to want to do is pop off the head. And I'm sure you could probably do this without heating it up, but I'm going to heat it up just so I don't ruin the head at all, don't break it, tear it, bust it, stretch it, anything like that. So I'm going to heat it up first. So that's where the blow dryer comes in. I'm just going to turn it on and leave it on the head neck area for about 30 to 45 seconds and let it heat up. So let's go ahead and do that. Alrighty, so it is pretty hot now. Not terribly hot, but it is enough to pop the head and neck right off. And you can already see this Pauldron isn't held on by much, just a little bit of glue. So literally all we're going to do is just pull it off. There is a little bit of excess glue on the front here. It did kind of take it off a little bit. The paint's not super clean there, but I think it looks all right. Then all we're going to do is pop this back on. So I think what you probably want to do is heat it back up just so it fits on pretty nicely. So we're going to heat up both the head and the neck, probably more the head than the neck. There we go, it is popped right back on, just like that, and that's where the cool water comes in. You did just heat this guy up pretty hot, and so he is a little bit malleable. So what you want to do, dip him in the cold water, and that will cool him down and make the helmet solid again so it's not super squishy. Just dip it in, don't have to hold it in for long, and it will need to take a little bit to dry, of course, because you just dipped him in water. But after that, you got your own shock trooper without a Pauldron. Pretty simple. That was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Pauldron came off very easily when heat was applied. And now you have an extra Pauldron for whatever the reason may be. So let's go ahead and get this guy dried off and see what he looks like. Alrighty, so here are the two side by side. And honestly, these guys are really, really cool, whether you want it with the Pauldron or without. I really just love the look of the standard shock trooper. It looks, in my opinion, a lot cleaner than the one with the Pauldron. I love the Pauldron look. The Pauldron look looks amazing, but the classic, just standard shock trooper is so nostalgic. And I know this one is a Clone Wars style, not the realistic style, but even the Clone Wars style just looks incredible. So I'm glad now that you can have the, I guess, shock trooper commander, if that's what you want to call it, and then you can have the normal, just standard shock trooper with it. So here is what they all look like next to the standard release for the shock trooper. Nothing special. It is very, very similar. I'm actually going to get this guy out of the way. And we're going to remove their guns as well, just so you can get a better look at what they look like. So here is the standard original release of the Shock Trooper. And here is the Bad Batch release. So as you can tell, there are a few major differences. One falls over, apparently. Not really, but yeah, a few major differences in articulation to the color of the red. This one's a lot brighter red. This one's a more muted red. Both look really good, though. This one's a little bit taller. This one, bigger helmet as well, and a bigger, like, abdomen-looking area. But yeah, honestly, they both look really, really good. And either way, you stand them next to each other on the shelf, they're going to look great together. And then last up here is just a shot of the Coruscant Guard. We do have Fox flanked by the new Shock Trooper Commander and the custom Commander Thorn that I made. And then on the sides, we do have the two standard Shock Troopers, the realistic and then the animated one that I just took the Pauldron off of. So looking really, really good. If you guys do have a extra Shock Trooper and you want to make it into the Pauldron-less version, literally just take a blow dryer to it and pull off the Pauldron. It is that simple. It took me literally less than 2 minutes. So I highly recommend it, honestly, because it looks super cool without it. And there's not even, like, really that much of a difference when you take it off. So yeah, if you guys do have an extra Shock Trooper, go right ahead and do this. I do highly recommend it. And yeah, that is going to do it for the video. If you did enjoy, hit that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video.